and welcome back to Toy Lover. So today I am going to be reacting to some Troom Troom pet life hacks, and I'm assuming they're going to be very bad. I've not really watched them. I've kind of skipped over the video, but I haven't watched them. So why don't we go and get started?
Our teacher, Miss Penny Poppins, has to go to work, but she doesn't want to say bye to her cute dog. Fluffy, you have to stay at home. Don't be sad. Mommy will be back soon. Poor Fluffy doesn't like staying at home alone. Hey, Mom, I want to go to school too. The teacher keeps thinking about her abandoned dog while she's in class. How is she doing? All alone in the apartment? I hope she didn't ruin all my shoes and pillows. I miss her already. Ah, too bad we can't bring pets to school. Hold on, what's that noise? It looks like a student is holding something suspiciously furry. What are you hiding? Oh, it's a guinea pig. Why would you hold it under your arm when you can put it into a special backpack? Trace a plastic semi-sphere on an old backpack. Carefully cut out a circle and hot glue the semi-sphere inside. Cut off the inside lining of the backpack. Decorate the joining with pom-poms. Drill holes for ventilation. Cut one side off a cardboard box. Put the cardboard piece into the backpack. The guinea pig is having a better time in the backpack. Climb into your portable home, little guy. It has a panoramic window. Now that's way better.
Okay, so one, you're not allowed to bring pets to school. You will get suspended. You will. I guarantee it. Unless there's some weird pet day thing, which will never happen because people can be allergic to all sorts of animals. And what if someone doesn't have a pet, then they're left out. So, like, no one's ever going to make a pet day, but, like, you can't bring pets to school. That's one thing. You don't do that. Because you will get suspended, and if you do it again, maybe expelled. Or you might get expelled the first time. It depends on which school you're going to. And also, the actual hack itself is not good. Like, maybe, like, you can do that for cats, like for a kitten or something. But guinea pigs need a lot of space, and they can't stand on two legs. They can't even look up. They can't even look around. And Gemma has two of them, and I've seen them, and they need a bigger space. They can't just sit in a backpack all day. And it's just unsafe. And the guinea pig might get hurt. You don't put your pet in a backpack. Even if there is ventilation, it's not that safe. You don't do that. But moving on from that hack, let's go to the next one.
Fluffy animals with claws are not for me. I prefer quiet, silent, and peaceful fish. Attach a sticker to a big glass with a cap. Pour in water for fish and put the fish into the cup. A portable fish tank made out of a glass is very handy. Now my fish are always with me. You just have to be careful not to drink their water by accident.
Okay, this one is very unsafe to the fish. Like, okay, so you put them in this small water bottle that not even like the smallest fish could survive in. Like, I know that you're just taking it for like a day, but it doesn't matter. Like, okay, you shouldn't have pets in school, even if they're fish. Maybe you can have a class pet that is a fish. But that is a class pet. That is not your pet. It is the teacher's pet and responsibility. And I think that is just wrong. And also, there's just not, like, there are certain chemicals that you're supposed to put in a fish tank that I don't think they would take the time to do. And also, if, as they said, be careful not to drink the water. Like, if you accidentally do drink the water, and like, that's gonna be disgusting. And if you do end up ever putting chemicals in it, and you drink it, I don't think that you're going to feel so well after, and it might be a trip to the hospital. It's just not safe. Anyway, on to the next one.
Rosie is bragging about her silent fish. Big deal. My pet is not for the faint of heart. Take the spoon and the fork out of a lunchbox. Put in some tarantula substrate and cover the lid with a sticker. Don't forget to make holes for ventilation. A tarantula in a lunchbox? What a creative meal! Don't worry, handsome. No one is going to eat you. Should I sneak you into the principal's office?
Okay, so putting a tarantula in a lunchbox, which I don't think that's a big enough enclosure for being in there for multiple hours at a time. And like, it's just not safe. I've never owned a tarantula, but I'm not sure that's the appropriate sized container. And I mean, you could get a bigger lunchbox and it would, like, I'm not saying that you should take your tarantula into school, but I just don't think it would turn out good. Like, what if it gets loose? And what if it bites someone or something? Who knows what could happen with it? And I don't think it's very safe for that animal. And I mean, if people have arachnophobia, like that person who fell over, I'm assuming that she was meant to have arachnophobia. Arachnophobia, however you say it. Have arachnophobia. And like, if they have that, they will pass out and freak out, and then you'll get suspended or expelled. For one, having a pet, and two, giving someone basically a heart attack. That's just wonderful. I'm losing my voice. I wonder why.
Today in school, we are celebrating our pets. Let's show our pets to the whole world. Alex brought his beloved hamster to school. Meet Charles William III. The first two passed away. He's a real heartbreaker. Look, all the girls in class already love him. What a cutie! And Miss Poppins gets an idea. Today in class, we'll be working on a maze for a happy hamster. Take some supplies and get to work. Join two big plastic box lids with self-tapping screws. Cover the sharp tips with hot glue. Turn over a hamster house. Outline a circle on the bottom using a compass. Cut out a hole with a router. Place the box lid onto the side of the house and drill 2 through holes. Join the house and the lid using a wire. Put a corrugated pipe into the hole at the bottom. Shape the pipe to make a zigzag. off the excess. Also, cut a hole on the side of another hamster house. Put the other end of the pipe into it. Drill a hole in the side of the house and the roof. Fasten them with a wire. Cut Velcro into small pieces. And hot glue it to the house around the doorway. Hot glue the other side of Velcro to a rectangular piece of glittery foam paper. Attach the foam paper to the house as a door. Make one more door for the other house. A luxurious penthouse for a hamster is all done. It'll fit into a bookshelf. Charles William III can move into his new property.
Okay, so this is for a hamster, and it was like making an enclosure for it in a bring your pet to school day, which is kind of not ever going to happen ever in the history of ever. And the thing that they made was interesting. So they made this like maze thing. It looks fine at first, you know, but the thing is, the styrofoam, the hamster will chew that, and it'll probably be destroyed in the 5 minutes after you make it. And there was the little hole for the window, which the hamster could easily jump out of and kill itself. And you wouldn't want that. And if people are watching this, like littler kids, maybe 7 or something, and they're watching this and they see that and they have a hamster, then they're gonna try it, possibly burn themselves, possibly cut themselves, and they might have to go to the hospital. And if they do succeed and they get the hamster in there and they're not thinking properly, they're gonna lose their hamster. The hamster is either gonna get out and run away, or the hamster is going to jump out and die. And it's not going to be a good experience. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. On to the next hack.
Why would someone need this huge stack of books? It's definitely not for class. It's supposed to hide a parrot. Attach double-sided tape around the perimeter of a piece of thick cardboard. Fasten a printed picture of book spines on top. Make small holes with scissors. Fasten the cardboard to a bird cage using wire. Tie the cardboard and the cage with a cord. This little parrot is so cute. He's having a great time at school. Maybe he'll tell us the right answers during the test.
Okay, so this hack is not hurting the animal, but why on earth would you be able to get your parrot into school? You have this cage, and how are you going to get it in there without someone seeing it? Like, put a blanket over it. Someone's going to ask, what's under the blanket? You're gonna have to lie. And if they say, oh, let me see, then what are you gonna say next? Oh, I don't want you to see it. Or something else. Like, you can't do that without being caught. And also, just don't bring your animals to school. It's a very bad idea, and you will be caught. That's all I have to say about this hack. Yeah, on to the next one.
Alex needs a pen. Hey, look in your pencil case. Maybe you have a spare one. Shh! The only thing in my pencil case is a spare cockroach. Attach strips of foam paper to a pencil case. Use double-sided tape. Cut triangles out of felt. and attach them to the edges of the strips. Make them look like pencils. Cut a strip with a zigzag side out of felt. Cut it into pieces and attach them under the triangles so it looks like sharpened pencils. Color the pencil tips with a gel pen. Add facets on the pencils with a silver pen. Put shavings into the case. What? Did you actually bring a cockroach in a pencil case? This is your pet? The classmate turns away and Alex quickly steals her pen. You messed with the wrong girl. Cockroach, get him! Uh-oh! Help! Gross!
Okay. So, I don't know if this is even really a hack. Like, okay, you're bringing your cockroach to school. I don't even know if that's considered a pet, but it might be. I honestly would consider it a pet, and you shouldn't bring it still, because it could scare people like the kid next to her. And it's kind of like weird. I don't want to say assault, because it's not, but it's making someone like look at something that they don't want to look at. And I mean, it's not necessarily assault, of course, but like, you don't force someone to look at something that they don't want to look at. That's like, it's not illegal, it's just very like messed up. That's all I have to say about that hack. On to the next one.
Miss Smith is ready to show off her pet. What does she have? A globe? No, the globe is just a stand for her adorable snail. Separate a big plastic ball into halves. Mark the center in each half. Drill holes with a router. Close the ball and attach a printed world map to one side of the globe. Drill holes for ventilation in the middle of the free half. Cut the map along the equator so the globe opens. Put the ball onto a globe stand. A giant snail in a globe? Miss Smith knows how to amaze this planet. She loves snails. Giant snails rule her world. At the end of the day, bringing pets to school was a great idea.
Okay, so now the teacher is taking pets into school. Wonderful. And it's a giant snail, too. The thing is, why? Why? I don't understand why you would want your giant snail there. Like, if you like your snail, okay, you like your snail, but you shouldn't have pets at school. And it's like a bad example, because also littler kids, as I could say, could be, as I said, could be like, oh, well, a teacher is an adult, so I can take my pet into school, and my teacher will be fine with it. And, your teacher's not going to be fine with it, and your parents will probably find out, and then you'll get in trouble, and it'll suck. Yeah, and at the end, it says, oh, like, at the end of the day, taking your pet to school was a great idea. I highly disagree.